So from here, topic 2 will
Topic
be
two.
UNI.T.
Unity line mini
Yes.
album debut. A couple things. So before we start, there's going to be a link to a poll in the description about social media that we're going to use if you want us to use something. So if you didn't hear part 1 somehow, go vote in that poll on what social media you want us to use.
It'll be pinned to the comments.
Yeah, I'll pin it to the comments. I'll put a link in the description, and there is a pinned tweet on our Twitter as well. So if you don't know Unity, it is the girl group from the unit. Surprise, surprise. I'm going to try to remember everyone that's in it without looking, but I might need to look it up. So we have Yoonjo from formerly of Hello Venus. We have Weejin from Sunwoo. We have Hyunju, formerly of April. We have N.CA, who is a solo singer. We have Woohee from Dalshabet. We have Suji, formerly of the Arc.
/ Real Girls Project.
/ Real Girls Project.
That's very
We have
important.
Zian from Laboom. We have... I'm trying to think of who I didn't say. We have... I'm missing 2 of them. Huh?
Yebin.
Oh, yeah, Yebin from Daya, and... none of us can remember the last one.
I'm looking at the picture, but I'm trying to figure out
If I looked at the picture, I would know who it is.
Come on, you got this, Nate. You're the girl group expert. Come on. You're disappointing all our fans right
Weejin, Yebin, N.CA, Suji, Zian.
Did you say
Yoonjo?
Hyunju? Did you say her?
Yeah, I said Hyunju.
You said Hyunju.
Oh, Jiwon.
Yoonjo. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Jiwon from Spica. That's right. Yep.
How could we
How
forget?
did I forget? How could I forget? One of my biases.
Oh shit! But that isn't half the group your bias basically.
No. So that's the thing with this
group.
I had really high hopes for this group because I followed literally all of them except Suji, and that's because Suji wasn't around long enough for me to realize I should follow her. But yeah, I followed Hello Venus back when Yoonju was in it. Like, I obviously followed Daya. I've followed N.CA since she debuted because her vocals are insane. So yeah, I had really high hopes for this group. So we will go to their title track, No More, and this is basically Why So Lonely 2. And it's amazing, and I'm perfectly okay with that.
I have been praying for this day to come. Like, not even joking. I'm just why hasn't a girl group or didn't Sonamoo actually do a concept like this? Kiss on the Lips or something like that?
No, that's
Oh god, am I thinking of the wrong group?
You're thinking of a different group, and I'm blanking on their name because they're not a huge group. But there
is a group that actually did this concept before. But tell us in the comments or something. I don't know.
I'm looking it up. It's Melody Day. That's right.
Melody Day.
They were on the unit, but none of them made it.
Oh no! Rip.
I think all of them were actually on the unit.
Oh, they're good. Why? I don't know.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Unity is like stacked though.
No, yeah, Unity is so stacked, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, isn't almost everyone here just like a vocalist basically?
Oh yeah, that's the thing. They're all like, even the
except for
dancers.
Suji.
Like Ejin's a dancer, but she, like, her vocal skills are no joke. So yeah, the Why So Lonely 2, so if you don't know Wonder Girls, that was their last single before, other than their goodbye song. So it's basically like a reggae song. It's very reggae poppy. I'm just really happy they gave them something like this. I was expecting like more standard girl group. I didn't think they would actually give them like a sexier concept, which I don't know, it's kind of split because they're like half and half. Like, they could have gone either way. Like, N.CA, Yebin, Hyunju definitely lean more like cute, innocent type stuff, but then you have like Ejin and Woohee like doing that, definitely lean more like sexy style. So like, I don't know, they could have gone either way, but I'm just glad they gave them something like this because we don't get stuff like this anymore.
No, we don't. And it just blows my mind that ZN is doing like a sexy concept and not like like
she's slaying.
Yeah, like we've spoken on and on about how basically Laboom is just like textbook like cutesy girl group, and just to see ZN and even I guess Yevin in some sort of sense.
Hyunju is the weird one because she always, well, to me, I thought she was like 12, but she turns out she's 20 years old. What? I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, she's way older than I thought.
Right, so
but
she's safe.
Her voice is so high pitched that, like,
yeah, that's true.
And she was in April, like, so I can't see it. But, yeah, so for the choreo, like, it's so good. The only thing is, like, the bend over move is, like, a little trashy. But,
it's
like,
fine.
Everything, like,
I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it.
I'm 100% okay with it.
It's definitely, like, I feel like
they know
all
what they're doing.
the rest of the choreo is, like, super classy sexy. Where that is, like, the only, like,
I feel you.
We're clearly trying to, like, be sexy,
Trombone.
like, and yeah, turn you on type choreo, where everything else is, like, you can, like, it has more class to it, I feel like. But yeah, and then the outfits and styling on a point. The music video is, like, really it's pretty basic, but I think it works really well. Like, the use of colors in it, and just
It's got, like, this
the
dank
outfits and
setting.
stuff in it is just, it's so good. And then they save the rain for the end with, like, the rain choreo.
The only part I didn't like about the music video was the part with the rain. It gets super, like, compressed looking.
Yeah, it is very compressed. That's the only problem with
Like,
it.
Yeah, 'cause
they're like, add more JPEG.
Yeah. Whatever camera they used couldn't handle it very well.
Yeah. The only thing I have to say,
I think, actually, what I suspect is that they cropped it a lot on that shot.
I mean, they probably did because it's probably just to get it centered. Because
Yeah,
they
well,
do that
no,
a lot.
because they did a lot of, like, rotating the screen and stuff, and that requires you to, like, crop the screen a lot. So, yeah, they might have only used, like, a 4K camera for that part or something instead of, like, 8K.
Do you think they can afford like red weapons in Korea or something like that? Or
I mean,
No.
probably.
Well,
K-pop has
KBS
tons
might
of money.
have. This is KBS, so they probably could.
It's
but-
SBS. It's wait.
No, the unit was KBS.
KBS is doing it.
But the
Yeah.
music video was on SBS MTV. What the heck?
Wait, really?
Yeah, it says SBS MTV on here. No shit.
No, yeah.
What
Unit
the
was
hell?
definitely KBS.
Whoops.
I don't know. Anyway, like I was about to say, the only problem I have with the choreography is that when I saw the live performance, there was rarely any like group choreography. Most of it was just like kind of sectioned off and.
Yeah, they split it into groups, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, I'd like to see more of the group choreography, but
But it does give us hilarious Benny Hill fan cams.
yeah, basically.
Did you see that I sent?
Or they cut or just like.
Well, no, there's a video where you can see the like performance from the like cameraman's point of view, and then on one side, and then a fan cam on the other, and you can see all the girls that aren't supposed to be performing like running behind the cameraman and like following behind him and like trying to keep up with him to stay out of the shot. And it's like someone needs to put Benny Hill to that because it's hilarious.
Yeah, that's funny. Speaking of choreography though, I feel like. And just general tone of the song, Suji's right at home. Suji is right at home in this kind of thing, and I'm glad that she gets a second chance. I just hope that they do.
I think they all fit it really well, surprisingly.
Yeah, surprisingly, especially even like Zien and like Yebin, even though like even Daya and like Laboom are just like the purest of pure. But and again, not being that familiar with N.CA, I was very, very impressed with her vocals. Definitely, they're probably gonna position her as like the kind of like the Jihyo of the group. She's gonna carry the high end vocals to this. So, yeah, this was a surprisingly good debut. Surprisingly good.
So yeah, this is everything I wanted from this unit and more. No pun intended.
Yep.
But yeah, like I think as a result, like spoiler alert, I guess this album became very top heavy on the single.
Yeah, very top heavy.
Like, I was expecting too much going into the rest. So like, let's just go on.
Yep.
So next we have a memory clock. I'll be the one person that didn't hate on the rest of it. What? I'm not allowed to like things. Okay. So yeah, we have a memory clock. So this is a piano ballad. What I actually liked of this is it. Not only does it showcase all their vocal talent, like including like Weijin and the more dance focused members, but it showcases like their vocal uniqueness. Like you can actually pick out all the members pretty easily. And I don't know if that's just me having followed all these people for so long, but like N.CA's voice is very unique. Hyunjo's voice is unique. Like Yebin's voice is really unique, and this really shows that off. And watch the sketchbook performance because they can sing it live very well.
I felt this one was unnecessary because there's a better song that comes after this, and again, it's just
really
like
I disagree.
The song, the placement problem that I had with the BTS album, where they put two songs that are similar to each other, next to each other.
Yeah, I think one of these would have either been suited at the end or the before. Or no, more.
Just cut it out, because I mean, there's 5 tracks, and you're telling me you have 2.
No, they literally can't cut it out though, because the 2 tracks at the end are old tracks from the unit. Like they're not even new songs. Okay. There's only 3 new songs on this album.
Oh,
2 of them are ballads.
That being said, even though I don't like this one, I would not mind them doing more ballads. Just I want, because they have the vocal talent for it. Because which I'll get into later. It's just this one didn't do it for me.
So I had the same problem as far as like placement goes. Like I listened to this and it went right into the next track, which is Star, and I didn't even notice. By the time Star was over and went to UNI, which is the next track after that, I thought that was just a really long song.
Oh, really?
I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh wait, I didn't listen to Star. What is this?
I was
like, oh, I did though.
I don't know. UNI, I don't see. I could definitely see going from a memory clock into My Star and not realizing. But UNI is like.
Well, no. Memory clock into Star is what I meant.
Okay.
It melded.
I thought you were saying all 3 were one big song.
No, UNI is when I noticed.
When you noticed it was a different song, and then you're like, you went back, you're like, wait, those are 2 songs? Yeah, I can definitely see that.
But anyways, that being said, I think they're good. I just think like not doing anything new, I guess, with this song, I guess. I just like expect a lot, I guess, because all of these members are really, really like talented, and I don't know. I guess I just want to see it put to really good use, I guess, because no more perfect. It's exactly what I want.
Yeah, yeah. I think, like I said,
I think it would have made up for it if we had another song that was like similar in tone to like No More.
Yeah, or just a more upbeat song or something.
They never really went back to that style in any of the rest of these songs.
Yeah, well, let's see, I don't know, it's weird, the way I look at this album, like, I'm almost ignoring UNI and Ting because they're not new to me, but I do like both of them, but we'll get to that. But, yeah, so to me, the album is mostly these 3 songs, and so that's why, I think if they put one of them before No More or at the end, it would have been a lot better, because I don't think you can cut them, because, like I said, there's 2 of the 3 new songs. Or just do something else. Or, have something not a ballad, but... So we can go to My Star, which Jacob also kind of talked about, which is another ballad. This one's more, it's got acoustic guitars, and strings and piano, where a memory clock is mostly piano. It's a little less upbeat. For me, I actually prefer a memory clock. Andrew, you disagree?
Yeah, no, I think this one's way better. This is I feel like our, like, girl group ballad, like, high bar is Anything by Soshi, and this is very reminiscent of that, so that's why I kind of preferred it. This is just a lot more interesting vocally, and you could feel a lot more of the emotion than you could in a memory clock. So yeah, again, this is what really sold me on this is a very strong vocal group, and why I want to hear more of this level of ballad from them.
Yeah, this is definitely the ballad that I preferred as well, because it's more reminiscent of something like SNSD or IU, and like those are my go-to places for ballads. Yeah. So yeah, I definitely prefer this one over a memory clock. That being said, I still wish it stood out a little more, because like again, I can hear that their vocals are there. It's just like I think it's just a problem with the song, not the members' fault at all. Okay, I just think they need some more interesting songs.
Wait, time out really quick. Big Hit put out a BTS Fake Love official teaser 2?
Why?
Didn't the music video? I don't know, but we'll look into that later.
The music video is definitely already out.
Yeah, it is. I've seen
it. I don't know what they're doing there.
A second one or something? Who knows?
They're doing another music video.
The repackage is coming out next week.
Oh my god. Please no.
Okay, moving on to UNI. So this is one of 2 songs made for the unit finale for the girl group. So kind of like how Produce 101 does the like 2 songs at the end that the groups did for season 1. It was Crush, and I can't even honestly remember the other song. But yeah, so
because Crush is the only one you have to care about.
Crush is so good,
and yet it wasn't a single.
But so yeah, this is a like simple beat, funky guitar and bass. I really like the chorus of the song. It's simple, but it's a very catchy K-pop song.
Yeah, I found this of the 2 songs that you mentioned were made for the unit. I find this more enjoyable because I think they could exist in this space okay and do relatively well. Coincidentally, like this song sounds very Laboom, so yeah. So maybe that's why I like it so much. And I think like Xian's proven that, and Xian especially like Yebin do well in this sort of style of music. So yeah, this was definitely the more enjoyable one, and the chorus is pretty good too.
This is another one where it seems like, oh, I've seen this before. However, I think they pull it off so well that I think it really works well in this song. Also, it's a cover of the Dreamcatcher song.
No, it's not.
No, this came out before. Dreamcatcher.
It predates it. Their Dreamcatcher's covering them. Oh shit.
Exactly. The album came out later, but the song actually came out at the end of the unit.
It's a cover of the Park Bomb song.
Oh god.
Hey, that's a good track too. Hey, that'd be a great cover.
Yeah. All
right. Anyways, I really like this. It's very like, again, back to the basics. However, done very well. So
yeah, exactly. That's what I was like. This is a very simple but very catchy song. It's very much reminds me of Hui Hui.
Yeah.
Which is like just mastering the basics, like you said.
Exactly.
And finally we have Ting. So like I said, this is the second of 2 songs that was made for the finale. So this is like super girly pop song, like vocal styles and everything, like very girly. It's very divisive. A lot of people hate it. I don't, but I like this type of music. The one thing I do that stands out to me, I like the subtle stuff they do. Like there's like a phone ringing in some of the parts, and then during the chorus, like right after the line in the choruses, they do like members like answering the chorus by like talking, if that makes sense. I don't know how to describe it. So they like kind of answer. Yeah, it's call and response where the chorus is sung and then members with spoken lines like answer it. But yeah, this is definitely divisive. I know a lot of people don't like it, and it's obvious why. It's very acquired taste.
The reason why I gave this a 0. I gave this a 0.
I knew Andrew would hate this song
because it's kind of a blatant Twice ripoff. Like they didn't even kind of make any effort to make it different. This is straight up like a Twice song, and I know they made it for the final, and it's just a song they made for the show, but they can't survive by making like songs that are way too similar to Twice because they'll just get destroyed. So this is literally like the antithesis of like what I want the direction of this group to go in, because you can go cutesy, you just can't you have to you got to find a different lane, because you're not gonna do well like this. And I mean, I feel like UNI.T, the girl group, as opposed to UNB, is the harder sell as it is. So they really got to like make them stand out in a way, and this doesn't do it at all.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I actually have the same thoughts. It sounded a lot like a Twice B-side, like that kind of thing. That being said, I think it's a good song. It's just like Andrew said, it's a little derivative, I guess. So there's that. It's catchy. Yeah, I guess that's all I have to say about it. So yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess with that, we can go into ratings.
I just looked up the producer. It makes sense. It's a
Black Eyed Peas song.
Huh? No.
Oh, okay, that'd been hilarious.
It's someone I'd never heard of, Wonder Kid.
Oh, I think I've heard of. Has he done Twice?
He did Sunamu's, like some of their more cutesy stuff. So which explains it does sound very similar to Sunamu's.
Well, like I think stuff. I love you, and
I like you too much.
Yeah, that
one he produced.
Oh man, so that's gotta go with the different producer on that one, I guess.
We'll go to our rankings. So for me, like I said, I liked everything on this album. I had high hopes. So I gave it a 5 out of 6 for music. I think, like you guys said, the only problem is I like all the songs, but I wish the 2 ballads weren't right next to each other. And then I gave it a 3 out of 3 for Concept because I did not expect this from them, and it blew me away. And a 1 out of 1 for Bias, so I gave it a 9. I thought this was a 9. I knew I was gonna be high, but I was expecting a lot, and I actually got everything I was expecting and more. Like Jacob said, with No More, and I liked both of the ballads a lot. So
I didn't have many expectations going into this because I'm very removed from the unit, unlike you two guys. But it's a 4 to 6. I'd say for music, I'd say that it like the 4 is like 90%. Like No More and my star. Like it's very contingent on 2 songs, and it's just like like I feel like it's not only is it top heavy, but the songs I didn't like as much were very polarizing, or like they're just like very like polarizing emotions that I got out, or like opinions that I got out of this album. So that's why I didn't like it as much. I wanted to, this is me kind of being lenient because I could have I could have laid into it more, but I feel like it's still I feel like No More is just so good that I'm still willing to give them a good enough score in the music because I like the direction they're going in with, at least with the singles. So yeah, just more of this, or just more of the sort of sexy, classy type of thing. And I think that's a good direction to take them in. Concept 2 out of 3. I feel like that's as much. All of them look great. Minus the fact that I can't tell who anyone is because they all have long blonde hair and like, go back to...
Well, they all have long brown hair.
Brown hair. Go back to friggin' short blonde hair.
Except Yoonjo. Yoonjo has silver hair, and literally all of them have long brown hair, but...
Go back to short blonde hair, Yabin. It was so much better. So much better.
Jacob disagrees.
I disagree. Long brown or black hair is a win for me usually.
I hate it so much. It's like her look was so much better. Anyway, I feel like the choreography could have been better. That's why I didn't end up giving it full marks. And yeah, I'd give them a bias point. I like a lot of the members here. So yeah, they have a lot of talent to work with, and it's a good start. I'll give them that, even though it's a 7 out of 10. I'm not really like shitting on the group or whatever. But yeah, I like to see more, and we'll see how long are they supposed to be around.
I think they said 9 months and 2 to 3 albums.
Okay, well we'll see. Yeah, we'll see how they end up with the next couple.
Yeah, of albums, I think the 3 is dependent on how the 2 do. So they're guaranteed 2 albums, 2 releases, and then if they do well, they'll get a 3rd.
Yeah, so I'll be looking forward to it. But yeah, I feel like they should go more with No More style as opposed to Ting.
Yeah, I don't think they're going Ting. Yeah. Like I said, that was made for the 18 members that were left on the unit, or 22 or whatever.
So for me, I gave it a wait. What did Andrew give it?
I gave it 7.
4, 2, 1.
7?
So 7.
Yeah. Okay. So I actually gave it the same thing. That's why I was checking first. 4 out of 6 for music, just because like No More really inflated that score for me. Actually, like amazing title track. Like one of my favorite songs of the year already. That being said, like the rest of the tracks didn't really do it for me as much, so I was a little disappointed. Just because like it started out so strong. I was expecting a lot. So from there, Concept, I gave it a 2 out of 3. The music video was cool, but it wasn't like mind blowing or anything. And just basic album cover and stuff like that. So yeah, and then obviously bias point because every single one of the members I really like. So yeah.
Yep. So
also Suji is in the group.
Yeah,
you have to stand your ARC member.
So 779 is an 8. Ish. The 9 bumps it up to an 8 because it's a 7.6.
Yeah, no shiny, but it's still good. And yeah, I'd say this album is basically like G-Idol without the like album tracks to sort of like follow it up, because I feel like I've been pretty high on a lot of these like girl group debut tracks, so hopefully I hope the trend keeps it up, because we need more good like girl groups that aren't just I don't know, like super cutesy G-Friend clones, basically, because that's all we've been getting.
Yeah.
One other thing that I really, really appreciate with this group right off the bat is the fact that like most of the members already have very, very distinct voices, and I can already tell who's singing. Like Minnie and Yuki, those two have very, very like distinct, nice voices.
Who's the one with the deep voice?
That's
Yuki.